Thank you for visiting our frog pond. The frog pond was inspired by the story The Frog Prince. I hope you enjoy it. There once lived a king with a beautiful young daughter. On hot days, the princess would go to a nearby forest and sit at the edge of a well to cool off. On one such day, the princess sat quietly beside the well, tossing her favorite golden ball high up in the air and then catching it each time in her tiny hands. But one time the ball did not fall into her outstretched hands. It hit the ground and rolled to the edge of the well and went psh right into the water. The princess looked down into the deep, dark well. Her favorite ball was lost forever. She began to cry. Oh, what is the matter? Little princess, said a soft voice from behind her. The princess turned around, rubbed her eyes, and looked down at the head of a frog that was sticking out of a nearby puddle. Oh, frog, she sniffled, my golden ball has fallen into the well. Stop crying, croaked the frog. I can go get your ball back. The princess's beautiful face lit up. But first you must promise you'll reward me with a kiss, said the frog. Oh, yes, yes, I promise. Just bring me back my ball, she agreed. Ugly frog, she thought to herself. He shall never get a kiss from me. Satisfied with her promise, the frog hopped into the well. Within moments he surfaced, holding a ball in his mouth. The princess was so overjoyed to have her golden ball back that she picked it up and skipped with it all the way to the castle, without even thanking the frog. The very next day, as the princess sat at dinner with her father, she heard someone knocking at the door. Princess, open the door. Curious, the princess got up, opened the door, and there, right in the front stoop, sat the frog. What is it, child? Asked the king. It's a disgusting frog, said the princess. What does he want? Asked the king. And his daughter told him the whole story. I never thought I'd have to keep the promise, she explained. After all, he's a frog. Ugh! You made a promise, said the king. You must keep it. I have come for my kiss you promised me, said the frog. The princess shuddered at the thought and began to cry. But the king looked at her sternly, and she lifted the frog up to her face. And as she looked into his eyes, she saw something strange in them, something beautiful. Then she gave the frog a quick kiss and gently put him down on the floor. Suddenly the frog was transformed into a handsome prince, with kind and beautiful eyes. Oh, thank goodness the spell is broken, said the prince, looking in amazement at his fingers and hands. I was bewitched by an enchantress many years ago, and nothing but the tender kiss of the king's fair daughter, you, could have saved me. Thank you. The princess was embarrassed by how she treated the frog prince. I'm so sorry I was so mean to you, said the princess. Will you forgive me? I will indeed, said the princess, if you remember that all things aren't as they seem, and if you promise to always keep your word. The princess smiled brightly. I promise, she said, and they lived happily ever after.